Smashing stuff. So welcome guys to chair yoga today. And today we might need a stack of blocks or bricks, something you can stick your foot up onto. If when you come to your chair, this is too high. So for some people this will be okay, for some people this will be not so good. But for now, let us pop these supports to one side. And do our warm up with Kati Chakrasana. So taking your feet nice and wide apart, softness in the knees, and gentle twisting from side to side. Let's see if we can start as we mean to go on by drawing the abdominal muscles inwards and upwards, lengthening the whole body so the crown of the head is lifted tall, and allowing the shoulders to be soft, the arms to loosely wrap the body, the fingers to be soft as well, relaxing. Here, allowing your head to follow the movement of your chest rather than leading the twist. And observe the feeling of twist or resistance against those abdominal muscles. Feel the center of your body, perhaps getting just a little bit warmer now, a little bit of heat generated there underneath the ribs, and allowing that heat to move through the rest of the body, to move up towards the crown of the head, down towards the feet. Allowing the hands to gently tap the body, or more firmly tap the body, around about that space at the bottom of the ribs, the higher waist. And then very gently, allowing your movement to become a little smaller, so you're twisting a little less, until you're back to standing steady. And when you come back to standing, just finding a comfortably lengthened position to stand in, keeping the eyes gently closed or gazing downward, and observe the effect of your practice. Tune in with your breathing. Observe how you feel, both physically, the sorts of thoughts that you're having, the emotions you might be experiencing. Often I find when I come to yoga, I'm suddenly aware of all of the things that I was feeling in the time before. The anxiety or the stress of general life. I can feel it soften and release during my practice. Here we're going to bring the palms together and lift the chest, and then gently lower the chin towards the chest, feeling that gentle lengthening, stretch down the back of the neck between the shoulder blades. And from here, smiling gently to yourself, just rolling the right ear towards the right shoulder, bringing the chin back down to the center, and then rolling the left ear to the left shoulder. So gentle waking up movements. We're going to go side to side, always coming back down in the center. You don't need to press too hard the chin to the chest, just feeling that movement begin to open. The stiffness at the sides of the neck, maybe just underneath the chin as well. You might not want to, but if you want to add a little bit of extra movement, when you come right ear to right shoulder, instead of going forward and down, lifting the chin up and lifting the left ear over to the left shoulder. So we're doing like a D-shaped semicircle. And then going in the opposite direction as well. Left ear to left shoulder, lifting your chin up. Right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder, chin up. Right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest. And then when you come back to the center this time, taking a moment and rolling your head back to a neutral position. I'm just going to release the arms down to the sides and gently turn our head from side to side. So turning to look over your left shoulder and turning back to the center, turning to look over the right shoulder and back to the center. Let's do one more to each side. Turning and releasing, turning and releasing. And then in the center, rolling your shoulders a little. Oh, yeah, that feels really good today. And we'll roll in the opposite direction as well. And then we're going to take the fingertips towards the shoulders. So it can be anywhere from the chest to the shoulders, rolling the elbows together and up, and rolling the shoulder blades towards each other and down. Let's inhale as we come forward and up. Exhaling back and down, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's go the opposite way as well. Breathing in as you open the chest, elbows back and up. Breathing out as you draw the elbows together and down. Inhaling back and up. Exhaling, elbows together and down. Inhaling back and up. Exhaling, elbows towards each other and down. Inhaling back and up. Exhaling, down. Relax the arms down to the sides. If you need to make any wiggly jiggles with your hips or with your shoulders, you can. Absolutely. So today's class, we're going to do mostly a standing up practice. And before we get started, we're just going to limber the spine with a little bit of chair cat. So let's come to our chairs and place our hands down onto the seat of the chair and just move your feet away from the chair a little bit so that you get a nice sort of squarish position. So your torso is parallel to the floor. Here, soften your knees a little. Find that length in your tailbone. So you're lengthening the tail or the bottom of the spine away from you. And then we're going to use our belly muscles, draw them strongly in. Inhale as we look forward. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, tucking the tailbone under, chin towards the chest. Inhaling forward. Opening the chest, still with a firm belly. Exhaling, scooping the belly in, tucking the tail under, chin to chest. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Very good. We'll do one more. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then we're going to come back to our neutral position and we're going to do a little twist here. So whatever hand is nearest the edge of your seat, you might be doing this facing onto the chair like this, which would actually be a little bit better. So if possible, move yourself if you aren't already like this. So we'll start with our right hand first. So we're going to have a firmness in the belly, softness in the knees, length in the spine, and then inhale as we just look to the right and raise the right hand to the right. Doesn't matter how far it goes. Exhaling down. Let's do it 3 more times. Inhaling up on the right, exhaling down. Inhaling up, Exhaling down, really firm in the belly muscles. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Now here, if you're swapping sides and you've got a side of the body that's not so strong in the wrist, you can actually come down onto your forearm if you like, or you can simply twist with your shoulders. You don't need to release both hands away from the chair. If you can, left hand, left side, inhaling, raising the left hand, looking to the left, exhaling down, firm in the belly, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, just one more, inhaling up and exhaling down. And then stepping towards your seat, just using your hands to bring yourself into an upright position, taking a note of that feeling of standing up after that work. We're going to use our arms and breath together. So here's finding a comfortable position for the feet, breathing in, reaching the arms out and up, doesn't matter where they get to. And as you breathe out, drawing the palms together, drawing the hands down through that center line to the bottom of the body. Breathing in, reaching the arms out and up, feel a lift in the belly, lift in the chest. Breathing out and down. Just do one more like this. Breathing in and up. And breathing out and down. Very good. Excellent. So we've moved our spine backwards and forwards, and we've also moved it in a twisting position. So our next posture is going to be a side bend, and it'd be useful to have the chair back for support here, possibly. So with your chair on one side, doesn't matter which, I'm doing it on my right side, you're going to step the foot that's furthest away from the chair over the foot that's nearest the chair. Okay, so I've got my left foot over my right foot. And we're going to breathe in, reach the arm away from, that's furthest away from the chair, up, left in this case. And then breathe out as we just reach over towards the chair back. We'll come back up to center, breathing in, breathing out and over. Maybe even let your hips swing slightly away from the chair. Breathing in and up. Breathing out and over. Wonderful stuff. Come back to upright. Release the hand down on this side. Uncross the legs. You can turn yourself around. I'm going to turn my chair to the opposite side. Same thing on the other side. This time I'm stepping my right foot over my left. Foot furthest away from the chair, over the foot closest to the chair. Breathing in, reaching the right hand up. Breathing out, reaching over towards the left side. Breathing in back to the center. Breathing out, reaching over, perhaps letting the hips also come a little away from the chair. Breathing in and up. Breathing out and over, firm in the belly. One more, I think. Breathing in and up. Breathing out and over. Finishing by coming back to the center, releasing your arm down, uncrossing your legs, rolling anything that needs rolling, and we'll do our first down dog of the day. So hands on the back of the chair, walking your feet away from you. I'm just going to push my chair away from me so I don't disappear behind these blocks. And then soft knees, lengthening your tailbone out behind you, scooping the belly in, gazing towards the floor. Doesn't matter how close to your arms your head is, as long as it's not lowered down below where your arms are. Okay? And then here with the knees nice and soft, just swaying the hips gently from side to side, scooping the belly in, breathing those gentle breaths. And that further creating that sort of twisting, side bending feeling. Bring the hips back to the center, look towards your chair, press into the back of the chair as you step towards it, and take a moment. I was going to sneeze. I am going to sneeze, there we are. Take a moment with your hands on the chair just to feel yourself back into that upright position, making sure that you're not dizzy. Aces. So now we're going to do a little standing flow with our chairs as well. And we will eventually use these blocks too. So this is very similar to what we've done in the past. So facing your chair, we're going to do a series where we're up and down onto the toes and then doing our nice twisting twists as well. Twisting twists. There we go. So facing your chair with your hands resting lightly on it, firm in the belly, feet hip width apart. Breathe in as you come up onto your toes and breathing out, just heels floating to the floor. Breathing in, floating the heels up. Breathing out, floating the heels down, maybe just softening the knees a little as well. Breathing in and up. Breathing out, heels down, knees bent. One more, breathing in and up. Breathing out, heels down, knees bent. Excellent. Let's combine this movement with a twist as well. So we're going to breathe in and up onto our tiptoes. Breathing out as we look around to the right and reach the right hand behind us. Breathe in, back to the center. Breathing out, heels down, bending the knees. Do the same thing on the left. Breathing in and up. Breathing out, left hand, opening to the left, looking to the left. Breathing in, back to the center. Breathing out, heels down, knees bent. Breathing in and up, this time right side. Breathing out, firm belly as we open around to the right. Breathing in, back to the center even. Breathing out, heels down, knees bent. Left side, breathing in and up. Breathing out as we reach the right, left hand around. Breathing in, back to the center. Breathing out, heels down, knees bent. This time, we're going to do our arms up and over. So do whatever movement of your arms suits you best. If you need to modify this in any way. Breathing in and up. Breathing out, reach the right hand up and over behind you. Breathing in as you come back to the center. Breathing out, heels down, knees bent. Lovely. Left side, breathing in and up. Breathing out as you sweep that left hand up and around behind you. Breathing in, back to the center. Breathing out, heels down, knees bent. Right side again, breathing in and up. Breathing out, reach the right hand up and over and round. Breathing in, back to the center. Breathing out, heels down, knees bent. Breathing in and up. Left hand, breathing out, reaching the left hand over behind you. Breathing in, back to the center. Breathing out, heels down, knees bent. Excellent. Let's take a rest here and just shake out the legs a little bit. And perhaps just rolling one foot at the ankle in both directions and then the other side as well. Very good. So we're going to turn sideways now to face, it doesn't matter where you're facing, but to turn sideways onto the chair. So we've got it on our left side, if possible. If you need to do the other side, that's okay. If you're happy to mirror and go the opposite direction, you can. And for this exercise, what we're trying to do in this whole practice is use this middle section of the body. So we're trying to release energy that gets stuck here in this middle section of the body so that we can release those challenging emotions, so we can give them somewhere to go, some purpose for them. So for this exercise, we're going to reach the left foot back behind us and the right hand forwards, and then we're going to bring the elbow and the knee towards each other in front of the body. Okay, so we're going to breathe in as we reach long and tall, so opening this space in the front of the body, And then breathe out, bring the elbow and the knee close together. So you're closing that space. Breathing in, reaching long and tall, firm in the belly. Breathing out, elbow to knee. Breathing in, long and tall. Breathing out, elbow to knee. Breathing in, long and tall. Breathing out, elbow to knee. We'll just do one more. Breathing in, long and tall. Breathing out, elbow to knee. Fantastic stuff. Stand onto both feet. Just feel the difference between the two sides of the body. Wiggle anything that needs wiggling. And then turn yourself around, or like me, shift your chair from side to side. So if you find standing on one leg challenging, you don't need to take the foot off the floor. You can bring the knee forward and just bring the elbow in that direction. That's okay. But if you're able to, just for these few exercises, you can try it. Okay, so with our right leg and left hand now, breathing in, reaching the hand up and the leg back, breathing out, bringing the elbow and the knee together in front of the body. Breathing in, long and tall, breathing out, elbow to knee. Firm in the belly, breathing in, long and tall, breathing out, elbow to knee. Breathing in, long and tall, breathing out, elbow to knee. Breathing in, long and tall, breathing out, elbow to knee. We'll do one more. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll do one more. There we are. Breathing in, breathing out. Excellent. Stand onto both feet and just allow your arms to relax and allow the body to relax. Just a little bit, wiggling the shoulders if they need a bit of a wiggle, and shaking anything out that needs shaking out. Well done. So I hope that you're beginning to feel a little bit of a increase of heat in this area. We're going to build on that with our blocks or our support in some way. So this next practice, if you wanted to do this with your foot up on your chair, you can, and you would turn the chair so you can still hold the back of the chair. We're going to twist away from, or twist in the direction of the leg. If you're using a support or a stool or a stack of books, then simply having the books here so that they're in front of your chair, you can easily step to them. So let's start with our right side first. So facing onto your chair, step your right foot up onto your stack of books. And it doesn't matter how high up those books are. It can be one book, and it can be more books if it suits you better. And we're going to firm the belly really strongly and think about the buttocks working as well. So just tucking the buttocks under just a touch perhaps here. And then we're going to use the right arm, look to the right, sweep the right arm round to the right at the same time as looking around towards that right shoulder if possible. Everyone okay? Aces. And then we're going to come back to the center. Let's do two more like that. So firm in the belly, tailbone tucked under slightly, breathing in as you reach all the way around behind you, and breathing out back to the center. Let's do one more, breathing in and breathing out back to the center. And then here, still in this position, we're going to do a little bit of side bending with our upper body. So keeping your left hand down, reach your right hand up and over to the left side, and then come back to the center. Swap hands on the back of the chair, tailbone tucked, tummy firm. Breathing in, reaching the left hand over to the right and back to the center. Let's do 3 to each side. So this is number 2 to the left, back to center. Number 2 to the right, back to center. Number 3 to the left and back to center, firm in the belly. Number 3 to the left, right, back to center. Doesn't matter, lefts and rights. Take both feet down to the floor, release your hands. And here perhaps it's quite a nice thing to do to soften the knees and just roll the hips a little bit, because there's quite a lot of effort that we put into that movement with our hip flexors, with our buttocks, and with the sides of the body as well. So a few sort of swinging hip circles in either direction, coming back to center, and then we can do the same thing on the left side. So stepping your left foot up onto your support, I'm going to just gently tuck the tailbone under a little bit and firm the belly muscles. And we'll first do our 3 twists. So reaching the left hand out to the left, turning to the left, and then reaching that hand back to the center, turning back to face towards your chair back. Let's coordinate with our breath. Firm in the belly, inhaling, following that sweeping left hand, exhaling back to center, inhaling, twisting, exhaling back to center. Excellent. In the center, checking that tailbone tuck and that belly lift. We're going to do our side bend. So reach the left hand over to the right side and back to center. Swap hands. Reach the right hand over to the left side and back to center. Firm belly, firm buttocks. Reaching the left over to the right, back to center. Reaching over to your left, back to center. One more time to each side. Reaching to the right, back to center. Reaching to the left, back to center. Excellent. Step your foot down. And this time we're going to do a little shake out of the legs. Shake to one side, shake to the next, shake to one side, shake to the next. And our downward facing dog variation. So soft knees, lengthening your tailbone, using that chair back for support, opening the space underneath the ribs, underneath the armpits, lifting the belly and just taking a few deep breaths here. If it feels good to you, you can sway the hips from side to side as well. You can simply hold steady in the middle. Do what feels good. Let's take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then pressing into your chair back slightly to lift the chest, look towards the chair, step your feet in, hold onto your chair for a moment, making sure that you're not dizzy. Hold on to it for longer if you are. When you're ready, you can release the arms down to the side and just take a moment here. And we'll do some deep cleansing breaths. So breathing in, reaching the arms out to the side, firm in your belly. And as you breathe out, draw your palms down through the center line of the body. Breathing in, reaching out and open. Breathing out and down. One more like this. Breathing in and breathing out. Releasing the arms down to the side. Fantastic work. So we're done with this support. So if you like, you can pop it properly out of the way. But it's a really nice way to access those hip flexors and work the buttocks a little bit deeper. So if you've got a piece of wall, you can do this next exercise at a piece of wall. And if you don't, that's going to make it a little bit harder. But yeah, find a piece of wall. Let's go with that. So we want to find a piece of wall where we've got at least this much wall. We're going to put our hands on the wall and rest our forehead on our hands. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our feet slightly behind us and lean towards the wall so that that space just underneath the rib cage, where our abdomen is pressed into the wall, and the forehead can rest on the back of the hands. Now, if it's difficult to get your arms up that high, you can actually just rest your forehead to the wall and keep your arms wide so that your chest is open this way. The most important thing here is actually getting the bottom of the rib cage to nestle towards the wall. And if you haven't got a handy piece of wall, this can be done against a door, of course.
Then there will be a different back bend later in the class that will be a good substitute. But in this one, firm your buttock muscles. So squeeze the buttocks together so that you don't have them relaxed in this position. That helps to stabilize the low back. Maybe just a gentle firmness in the belly. One more deep breath in. And deep breath out. And to come out, you're going to press the wall away from you, or press yourself away from the wall to bring yourself back to standing upright. And we'll do our down dog variation here on the wall. If you're at your chair, you can do that as well. Where we press our hands into the wall, to the flat of the palm, lengthen the tailbone away, and really try to press the wall away from you. Press your heels into the floor at the same time. Scoop your belly in. A little softness in the knees is fine, but really pressing the fingertips into the wall, pressing the heels of the hands, the base of the fingers. One more long deep breath here. And as you exhale, looking towards the wall and just coming back to an upright position, walking the feet in, relaxing the arms down to the sides. Take a moment before you find your way back to your seat for some actual sitting down in this chair yoga class. Aces. So if you need a block underneath your feet, you can have a block underneath your feet. And sitting towards the edge of your seat. Awesome sauce. So we're going to do some variations of the practices we've just done, but sitting down as well. So to begin with, we're going to do some twists. We want to bring our knees towards each other, feet towards each other, so that we create a sort of firmness in the low body. So that gentle pressing of the knees together, just enough to keep them closed, and maybe a little firmness in the buttocks as well. So if you firm your buttocks, you sort of pop up a little bit on your seat. You can release them as well, and firm them and release. I want just that little touch of firmness, not too much, just a little. A little firmness in the belly. And we're going to breathe in and reach the arms out in front of us. And then breathe out as we open the left hand, looking to the left, keeping the right hand pointing forwards. Breathe in back to the center. And then breathe out as we open the right hand to the right, keeping the left hand pointing forwards. Breathe in back to the center. So firm belly, firm buttocks. Breathing in, twist to the left. Breathing out back to the center. Breathing in, twist to the right. Breathing out back to the center. Now we're going to do the same thing but reverse the breath. So don't worry if that's a step too far for coordination. But if you can, firm belly, firm buttocks. We'll breathe in and out here. No, yes, no. Okay, we're going to breathe in here. Breathe out as we twist. Breathe in as we return to center. Breathing out as we twist. Breathing in back to center. I don't know if that is a reverse of the breath. Let's carry on though. Breathing out as we twist. Breathe in back to center. Breathing out as we twist. Breathe in back to center. Relax the arms down for a moment. Just roll your shoulders. And because I've confused myself, we're going to have to do that one more time with the breath properly reversed from the breath that we just did. Sorry, please excuse me. I could entertain myself all day. So firm belly, firm buttocks, reach the arms out in front. So this time we're breathing in as we twist. Breathing out as we return to center. I'm sure we did this first. Breathing in as we twist. Breathing out back to center. Lovely. Breathing in as we twist. Breathing out as we return. Breathing in as we twist. Breathing out as we return. Relax the arms down, relax the buttocks, relax the belly muscles, roll the shoulders in any way that feels good to you. And you may or may not notice a difference between how the body twists with those different breaths. But if you have noticed a difference, that's great. And the body does react differently depending on whether we're drawing the belly muscles in and emptying the lungs as we twist, or whether we're drawing the belly muscles in and filling the lungs as we twist. So both are have just slightly different effects, but they're both good, which is good for us. Okay, so here we're going to do a little side bending as well. So sit really tall, firm belly, firm buttocks. Leave the right hand down and reach the left hand up, and reaching the left hand over, and see if you can feel here that space underneath the bottom of the ribs, down the side of the body. Maybe taking another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's turn the palm at the top, breathing in and up, breathing out and down. Same thing on the other side, firm belly, firm buttocks, breathing in and up, breathing out and over, trying to find that space as we continue to breathe underneath the armpit, underneath the arm, down the side of the body. Long deep breath in, long deep breath out. Turn your palm, breathing in, press the palm up, breathing out and over and down. Very good. Let's reach the hands behind us, both hands behind us. So reaching behind us for our chair. And you can hold on to the chair back quite high up or lower down, or even the sides of the seat of your chair, wherever feels good to you. So some people might like to lean slightly forward and hold higher up. This is all good. Rolling the shoulder blades together. Maybe opening the chest a little, maybe even looking up a little, but not crunching too much in the back of the neck. And if that feels good, keep breathing that way. Maybe find that hollow space underneath the ribs at the center of the body, so underneath the sternum. And if you prefer, you can have your arms lower down, but keep your elbows bent and move your elbows towards each other. And that also provides that hollow sensation in the bottom of the rib cage. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's do one more sighing out through the mouth. Deep breath in. And then very gently release your back bend. Just allow your hands to come all the way down and then slightly forward. And we can rest the hands onto the thighs while we wriggle our shoulders a little bit. And feel that sort of release of that open space. So now that we've done all of these movements, we need a little bit of forward bending. And for this, we're going to move back into our seat a little bit. Open the knees a touch wider. Breathe in, opening the chest, maybe even opening the arms up. And as you breathe out, folding forward, hands can come onto the tops of the legs and slide forward. And in your forward bend, it doesn't matter where you get to, try to relax the back of your head, so that you feel proper length over the back of the body. The back of the body's actually worked quite hard today. Scooping the belly muscles in just a touch. Maybe drawing the shoulder blades towards each other just a touch as well, to feel that length down the back of the neck. Makes it a bit more comfortable perhaps. One more long deep breath in. And long slow breath out. Scoop your belly in, slide your hands up your legs so to bring yourself back to sitting upright. And when you become upright, taking a moment before you move, just in case you have that touch of lightheadedness. And when you're ready, you can step your feet back onto your block. And we'll do 3 of our cleansing breaths. So breathing in, reaching the hands out and up. And breathing out, drawing the palms together and drawing the hands down to the center of the chest. Breathing in, reaching out and up. Breathing out, drawing the hands down to the center of the chest. One more, breathing in. And breathing out. Releasing the arms to the side. And just taking a moment to observe the effect of your practice, to observe how the body feels now, if you've been able to release any stuck feelings. It's quite nice when we get to do that. Awesome. So we're going to do a breath practice now before we finish. And so we've actually done quite active things to date, and it might have been a slightly tougher class than we've had recently. But now we're going to do a seated breath practice, and then we're going to do a seated relaxation. So the rest of the class is more passive. Hopefully that's okay for you. So for our breath practice, we don't want to relax into the back of the chair and be slumpy. We want to be sitting nice and upright, and feel perhaps the knees are lower than the navel, very important for breathing, and we can lift our spine tall. In this breath, we're going to use a deep abdominal or diaphragmatic breath, so you can use chin mudra with the first finger and thumb together and the rest of the fingers long, if that suits you, turned up or down, or you can just leave your hands in a comfortable position. So to begin with, closing your eyes and just becoming aware of your natural breath. Notice the quality of your breath, the smoothness, the rhythm. Notice where your breath is moving in your body. And it doesn't matter where it is, just observing. Notice the coolness of air in the nostrils, the sensation of warm breath, as it leaves the body. Perhaps you're even aware of one nostril being cooler than the other, one more active as you breathe in. When you're ready, you can gently begin to deepen your breath. And as you do that, feel like your rib cage is involved in your breath. So you're moving your ribs outwards, upwards, backwards, to create space to breathe into. And then softening the ribs back to their natural resting position. Maybe even drawing them a touch closer together, squeezing some air out of the lungs. Keeping your shoulders relaxed, your face soft. See if you can extend your breath, just making it longer, deeper, softer. We're going to work at extending our exhalation just a little. And for some people, counting your breath in and out might be comfortable. If counting your breath doesn't suit you, And that used to be me, so I quite understand. You can use a phrase. So a mantra is quite nice. It might be something that you come up with yourself or something you're familiar with working with. But for example, you could breathe in repeating the word peace and breathe out repeating the word love in your mind. Maybe you would repeat love 2 or 3 times. And then you'll know that your breath is longer on exhalation than it is on inhalation. If you're counting your breath, try breathing in for the count of 3 and breathing out for the count of 4 or 5. If you're using the peace love mantra, you can try adding an extra love to your exhalation. Everyone checking your face so that it's soft, checking your shoulders for tension, being sure that your breath is still easy. It has purpose, it's directed, but it's not labored, it's not stressed. If you have that softness of breath and body, you can add an extra count or an extra love to your exhalation. Don't increase your inhalation though. Still stick with either saying peace or counting for 3. And that may be as far as you wish to go. If it's not comfortable to increase the length of exhaling, you can revert back to a previous count, or you can just let your breath fall into its natural rhythm. But every time you find the new rhythm comfortable, your face is soft, your shoulders are soft, your breath is not labored, you can add an additional count. You can go anywhere up to the count of 9 or 12 on exhalation, breathing in for 3. And similarly, breathing in peace, breathing out love as long as you would like to. No strain, no gasping for breath, softness in your face, fingers, shoulders. At the end of your next exhalation, allowing your breath to find its natural rhythm. If you were holding chin mudra, relaxing your hands, maybe rolling your wrists. Without causing yourself too much of a kerfuffle, shifting back into your seat or taking yourself into a more reclined position. So reclining on your couch, your sofa, or lying down on the floor if you prefer. Otherwise, nestling yourself back into your chair back. Resting your hands perhaps now, palms turned upwards, right hand in left hand. Or another position if you prefer. Keep your eyes gently closed. Make sure you're warm enough. We can release our tension with our breath in the way that we have just done so with extended exhalations. We can do it with a gentle sigh. So let's try that 3 times. Deep breath in, sighing as you exhale. Relax your efforts. Deep breath in. Allow your muscles to relax. Last breath in. And surrender back into your chair, down into the floor. Allow your breath to find its natural rhythm, falling away into silence. Softening the features of your face, your forehead spreading, the area around your eyes softening, your mouth, tongue, jaw, releasing and relaxing. Take your awareness into your body. Feel the heaviness of your body, the contact of your body in the chair and the floor, allowing your body to surrender down there, to release into those spaces, those places. Become aware of the front of your body. Feel the space all around you. Feel that freedom in the front of the body to move. As you breathe, the body moves. As the breath moves in the body. Just knowing that space is there, you can feel the opportunity to expand into it if you need to. Feel the touch of air on your skin. The movement of your clothes on your skin as you breathe. Feel the sensation of contact between your hands and your body. Move your awareness away from the body now, bringing it to just the breath. Observe that deep, gentle breathing. Notice how it makes you feel whether you feel calm and relaxed, whether you feel peaceful and at ease. Allow your breath to remain deep without force, finding a rhythm that suits you. There's no need to keep your exhalation extended now. As you continue in relaxation, focus on one thing, whether it be your breath, a sensation, an image. And your mind may drift, it may wander away. But when it does, gently bringing it back to your object of distraction, your object of purposeful intent. Each time your mind wanders, bringing it back to your object, your breath, the sensation, the image. Just gently directing the mind there over and over again. Gently deepen your breath. Take a few more purposeful breaths. And when you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers, maybe wiggle your toes, roll your wrists, your ankles. And then, keep yawning. When you're ready, stretching the legs, stretching the arms, stretching the chest, stretching the mouth if you're yawning. And then bringing yourself back to center. Bring your palms together, rub them vigorously, pressing them hard, rubbing them fast. Just trying to build up a little bit of warmth on the skin there. Pressing harder, rubbing faster. And when they feel warm, place the hands over the eyes. Feel that gentle warmth soften and release the area around the eyes, blinking into your palms a few times. before releasing your hands down as you open your eyes. Namaste, guys. Thank you for joining me for this chair yoga practice and short meditation at the end. Hope you enjoyed it. And for those of you who are joining us by video, thank you and see you next time. Have a great week. Namaste.